Oh, g'day. Check this out, just taking the dogs for a walk in a new environment. Never been here before, flood damaged creek. The water's been about 3 metres up above what the water level is now. Washes everything away, makes it all nice and clean, knocks some trees down, exposes some roots, makes some cave systems, and it's a great place to bring the dogs if they're hunting dogs and you want to engage them in hunting stimulation without them catching and killing anything, because there's nothing here to catch and kill. It's all been washed away, as long as you do it shortly after. The other thing is that in summertime, it's still 37 degrees right now, 97% humidity. Well, it's probably about 103% humidity, but anyway. So there's not much chance of there being anything here that might catch and kill and eat my dogs, because of the amount of water that's just very recently come through this area. That's the last thing about what I do, is rehabilitating hunting dogs in the city or in the civilized modern first world, because they're hunting dogs, bred for thousands and thousands of years to be hunting right next to us, and now suddenly they're not. Imagine how that must make you feel. So anyway, the reason for this one is I've just found this absolutely wondrous little home. There's a spider there trying to find. So there's a spider there, can you see that? That's habitat. Up there we have another one. So I can't really see the lens, and there's a lot of spiders don't want to disturb. Right up there, can we see that there's a front and a back door? So this, what looks like a very old and abandoned termite nest, may still be quite intact and quite active by the looks of that. Didn't see that before. So it looks like it's abandoned, but I'd say there's probably quite a decent, healthy population of termites in there. And on top of that, there's a front and a back door. We're coming out here. You can't really see the back door from that side, but I'm being very careful not to disturb the environment that I'm in. Even though we have this kind of infrastructure, and we build all sewers and cities and stuff around it. This is a natural creek, water course. There's a lot of natural native vegetation here, which I can't really show you so well because the batteries are going a bit flat in here. Plus it's just the sort of conditions that the light is shining a lot further, but the camera's not really picking it up. Anyway, just wanted to make a point about the wonder of the living universe in which you're born. Resilience, adaptability, symbiosis, working together, living together, such as the spiders, the termites, the different types of spiders, the termites, and then whatever is living inside that hollowed out termite nest. I'd say it's been used by birds for probably a few years in a row, and each time that a bird moves in there, if a bird moves out, I'd say it's probably birds for that kind of entrance, and I'd say it's been hollowed out. Possums may use that kind of space as a living space for a habitat. However, a possum's unlikely to be making a front and a back door in that manner. Plus, I'd be inclined to consider that a possum would probably prefer a much darker and more secure enclosed environment during the day. However, I may be wrong. And that's a big thing that comes with the natural world and with life itself. Whatever we think we know, that puts us in a position of being very vulnerable and in danger of our own selves, not realising that there's something else to consider, not realising that we may have missed something, not realising that there's a lot more to every thing that is within this living universe from which we were all born. And these beautiful trees. You see these beautiful older trees in these sort of parts of the urbanised city areas in Australia, quite often simply because this is where the natural creek systems were. We have these parks here that are on these natural creek systems because they were significant to the indigenous people. They were the meeting places, or the places where they'd stop to camp whilst moving through this area, or they were the hunting places. Or you'd hunt here and then you come to somewhere like this where it's naturally a bit more open, and you have a fire, you clean the animals that you hunted, you prepare what you can before you have to move on. It's a lot easier to prepare and get organised before starting to travel and trying to deal with curing your meat, preserving it, making fire, cooking it, feeding the children, staying dry, etc, etc, etc. So if the living universe is always alive around us and is living with us, amongst us, then maybe we could change the way that we live while we're living within the universe of life, of nature. Maybe we don't need to have such a heavy footprint. Maybe we don't need to exploit the natural environment. Maybe we don't need to harm the natural environment. Maybe we could do a lot more to heal the world by having a healed connection to the living universe in which we were born. That's enough for now. Full moon tonight. I wish you a peaceful, blessed one. And time for transformation. Cheerio.